Hi, I'm JL Asmat. My ID is at 603-244-951-43001 from Bachelor of Psychology. I hope this video finds you well in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm sure all of us are well versed and to some extent bored with the topic of COVID-19 now. So fear not, the topic I'm sharing with you today doesn't concern COVID-19, but it does have to do with the medical fields that I deal with on a daily basis. As an assistant medical officer who works in a rural health clinic, educating patients on the correct way to take their medication is of prime importance. Popping a whole tablet in our mouth shouldn't be an issue for many. But what about those who need to take only a half tablet or perhaps just a quarter? All of us at some point in our lives would find the need to consume medication to help us recover from an illness. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back and for the next 7 minutes or so, allow me to enlighten you on creative ways to cut a medicinal tablet. We have cutters for almost anything, you name it. Egg cutters, vegetable cutters, and the saw to cut wood. Ever heard of a pill cutter? Now, this cute little instrument I have here, known as a pill cutter, is an important tool for the patient to cut his tablet in half. Let me show you. This groove at the center of the pill is what we call the score line. Pills or tablets with the score line allow cutting to be performed. Now position the tablet in the middle of the triangle inside the cutter and slide it as far as it would go. Then carefully close the lid and the pill is now cut in half.
Wow!
What if the doctor asks you to take only a quarter of the pill? No worries. Take out one of those halves we made, turn it sideways and close the lid again. There, a perfectly quartered pill. Now you have another medication pill to cut in half. Take a piece of tissue paper, wipe any remnants and repeat the steps for pill number 2. Simple. Just basic mathematical symmetry, nothing Einstein-like. Not only is the pill cutter useful, but it is also reasonable. You can get one for as low as 4 ringgit from your local pharmacy. The second method is using a knife. From my experience, this method is the most popular among my clients. The knife works in a similar way as a pill cutter. But is it just as efficient? There are mixed reviews. I will demonstrate. Take the pill with a score line and put it against on the hard surface like a clean chopping board. Lower the knife into the groove of the pill and cut. Do be careful while handling the knife, as I haven't yet prepared any material for creative ways of handling a knife wound. However, some pills are hard. Cutting with a knife may cause the pill to bounce off the table. The third method is using a scissor. I'm not sure if this is a common developed option, but I have encountered clients who choose a pair of scissors for cutting pills. Let's try. Well, it does the job, but as you can see, there is an excellent chance for the half pill to end up on the floor again. Unfortunately, in the medical field, the 5-second rule doesn't apply. The fourth technique is the fingers. The bizarre technique of using the human fingers to cut a tablet in half never fails to astonish me. If we apply this method on a soft pill like this, there may not be much of an issue. But if we subject a hard pill to the mercy of our fingers, well, if fingers and a pill had a voice, I don't know which would be crying for mercy. The pills, the fingers, or human being. And there's an extremely good chance for the tablet to disintegrate even before it could penetrate in our digestive system. The fifth technique is the spoon. You may wonder how this tremendously common household item fits into the picture. Should we cut the peel by positioning the spoon on its side? No. The trick is to use the ball of the spoon to help us. This oval or round part of the spoon is called the head or ball. Firstly, ensure that your hands are clean and dry. Next, turn the spoon over. Take the peel and position the scoreline at the center of the ball. Then, use both your thumb to press on both sides of the peel. There, a job well done. Now, you need to quarter the peel. Take one of those halves you made, turn it sideways, and press again with your thumbs. Once the job is done, be sure to wash the spoon properly so that the leftovers won't end up in someone else's stomach, or you will have a lot of explaining to do. Ladies and gentlemen, having discussed 5 different methods of cutting a tablet, what is your final verdict? To me, the most practical method is no doubt using the peel cutter. However, training in the emergency department makes me realize that there must always be plan B if plan A falls apart. Most clients in the rural areas, unfortunately, are not privileged enough to get a peel cutter for themselves. For them, the spoon remains a creative alternative. Isn't it interesting to know that the item used to drink soup will also contributes immensely to the field of medicine? As they say, never take things for granted. We've now come to the end of the video. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation as much as I've enjoyed sharing my thoughts and experience with you. Thank you for your time and have a pleasant day.